When characters that don't ordinarily communicate spend time together, it's one of my favorite things, and if they happen to be trading insults, even better. This week, when Katie and Sheila got into a verbal fight, that's exactly what happened. The only other significant development this week concerned the vexing issue of Deacon's ability to master the pizza recipe for his upcoming business. Obtain the popcorn. Sheila would want to talk with Bill's favorite ex. I knew after overhearing Katie and Bill's conversation last week, or even your second choice. Third, Sheila would want to speak with Katie in any scenario, and the highlight of the week was their scene on Thursday. Sheila skillfully pressed each and every one of Katie's buttons, as if she had installed them herself. However, Katie's determination to fight back against being forced into a corner is the real reason the sequence worked. Katie snidely remarked, "Bill is the only thing keeping you out of jail right now, and I can have him back in a matter of seconds." The one remark immediately brought to mind a moment between good girl Val and Vixen Abby from Knots Landing, another California-based sudzer. You can see that scene below. Sheila was obviously not prepared to give up. She replied, "We both know which Logan's sister Bill would really prefer, and that would be Brooke." Then there was the line that alluded to Katie's entire past, going back to the very first episodes. "Poor Katie, always second best," said Sheila, "being perpetually in your sister's shadow. I don't get it though, because I believe you to be brave and quite intelligent. I have no idea why men don't like you, at least not for very long. Spring hope eternal." Undoubtedly, a sizable portion of the audience wants to see Sheila punished for her misdeeds. This is a problem that iconic villains like Sheila and Stefano from Days of Our Lives have repeatedly caused in soap operas. How much is excessive? When does loving to hate change into over it? Short-term figures that were either imprisoned or killed after wreaking several months' worth of damage have been some of daytime's best villains. My all-time favorite soap, The Edge of Night, was the best at this. But what do you do when Sheila, the antagonist, is the most captivating element on the canvas at the time? Every so often, the writers will include a remark that seems to be intended solely to inform the audience that yes, we know the clock is ticking. This week, Katie was the one to remind Sheila that good always triumphs over evil. "You are very evil." Confession is beneficial to the soul. Taylor was likewise successfully manipulated by Sheila by implying that they share a gun-firing heritage. It was clear from seeing Krista Allen's portrayal of the tormented Taylor that the psychiatrist did not take lightly the idea that her past deeds were having a very real impact on those she loved. We also got more of the Brooke and Taylor friendship, which has actually worked for me despite appearing out of nowhere and growing way too soon. I've come to understand that the characters in this show don't truly have pals. When they need to communicate, vent, grieve, or celebrate, they resort to family members, but there are almost any friendships between unrelated individuals. Who knew that Brooke and Taylor needed each other more than they needed friends? I've been saying for years that they each needed friends. Plus, one of their scenes produced the week's best line. "We will overcome this," Brooke assured her erstwhile foe. "Do you know how I found it out? Mostly because both you and I survived. Random thoughts * Friday night pizza night is a tradition in my home. Let me tell you, after spending the entire week watching folks devour pies at El Giardino, the desires are real, homemade, crust and all. Why is Taylor's workspace so dim? Is it underground? She can undoubtedly afford better. Why then did the shrink imply that she couldn't tell her therapist everything, clearly referring to the fact that she had shot Bill? And what did he mean by that? Did no one ever mention doctor-patient confidentiality to our favorite internationally renowned psychiatrist? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Bold Media Point, and stay with us.